Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. So, as you've all probably heard by now, a new Superman movie is coming out in 2025. It is going to be called Superman Legacy, and is essentially a reboot of Superman. And I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, to share my thoughts on what I hope to see in the movie. So the movie is going to be directed by James Gunn, and it looks like it's going to be kind of what the Batman was for the DCU. The plot of the movie goes as follows. Superman, a cub reporter in Metropolis, embarks on a journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as Clark Kent. So it's kind of a new rendition of the other Superman movie, Man of Steel, obviously with a different plot and story though. And when I first heard about this, I was pretty excited. I consider myself to be fairly new to the superhero genre. I've only recently started getting into superhero content, but I do enjoy superhero content and get excited whenever I see something new, except for like the Marvel stuff, but let's not talk about that. So I'm still pretty hyped for this movie. Now, my thoughts on what I hope to see in the movie kinda vary. The only thing I really have to go on for this is the other Superman movie that seems like it's like this one is going to be, which is Man of Steel. I actually only watched this movie a little bit ago, so it's still fresh in my mind, which I guess is a good thing when I'm making this video. I guess I'll just base what I expect to see in the new movie with what worked and didn't work for me with that movie. So with Man of Steel, I liked Henry Cavill as Superman. He was an interesting character, and Henry Cavill is good looking, so I'll give it that. But for me personally, I didn't really feel like I ever really cared about Superman, if you know what I mean. Like, I was obviously rooting for him during the movie because he was the main hero, but I didn't really feel like I actually cared about his character. Like, in the beginning of the movie, when it first showed him as a kid, I started caring about him, but then after it switched to him being an adult, I kind of just stopped. Hold on, that might not make a lot of sense. Let me try to explain what I mean. I guess what I'm trying to say is he started growing on me, but then he basically just became the stereotypical hero as he became involved in the plot. Which I get that Superman is kind of like the poster for superheroes, but I kind of wish we had gotten a more in-depth, version of his character. He just kind of felt one-dimensional to me. And again, this is just my personal opinion. I might just be weird. Maybe you all loved Superman in that movie, but that's just my thoughts on it. So I'm hoping with the new movie that they might go more in depth with Superman's character and make him a little bit more relatable. You know, make him feel more human. I know he's actually not really human. I guess that's kind of the point, but you know what I mean. They could really make you understand his character and what his values are. That's the main thing I want to see in the new movie. Also, while they're at it, they might want to give Lois a little bit more character too. The Man of Steel version is the only version I've seen of her, but I didn't think she had a ton of character in that movie either, but there's probably other versions of her I just haven't seen. I still want to watch Smallville. I don't know how much that really helps you understand the lore of Superman, but that's still something I want to watch too. And another thing I'm excited for about the plot is who the villains will be and what role they're gonna play. I enjoyed Lex Luthor in the DCU movie, Batman vs. Superman. I thought he was a pretty interesting villain. So I hope they make the villains interesting in this movie too. But I think this is going to turn out to be a pretty fun movie, regardless if they do any of the stuff I want or not. Anyway, you can feel free to disagree with everything I just said. I know I'm not the most hardcore superhero fan, and I probably don't speak for what most superhero fans want as a whole, but those are just my thoughts on what I want to see in the new movie based on the movies I've seen so far. So yeah, that's about it. What are your thoughts or hopes for the movie? Let me know down below in the comments. Anyway, until my next video, see ya!